Yesterday we began looking more in depth into recursive rules. However, we did not get the chance to look into attractor value and fixed point, which I do realize that you had this for homework yesterday, so I'm hoping this video will help you better understand what an attractor value is. Please take a minute to copy this down into your notebook and pause the video. Attractor values is another way to kind of think how something's attracted to something. So what we are going to look is this recursive rule here. Please take a minute to copy down this recursive rule and this table. Pause the video if you need to. Once you have copied this table down, please take a minute to finish filling in this table. Remember, we're going to type in negative 0.5 times 3, which is our first starting value, plus 3. You'll get your answer and put it into the table. Then you will just push in times negative 0.5 plus 3. You should get the A and S, and then that will be taking this original answer and using it for our second recursion. Then you can keep hitting enter to fill in the rest of your table. Please pause the video at this time. This is what your finished table should look like. Now, if I were to ask you to describe this pattern, I think many of you would think that this is oscillating, because you see that it's going up and down, up and down. However, what's happening here is that it's finding its attractor value. If you still have your last table up here and entered into your calculator, keep pushing enter several times. You'll see that the answer starts getting closer and closer to a number. And in fact, if you look, our ending fifth recursion is getting closer and closer to the very same number. Our attractor value for this recursion rule would be 2. This is also known as our fixed point, because what's happening is no matter what the starting value is, we end up getting closer and closer to the same answer. So the attractor value is 2. Now let's take a look at another problem. This also has an attractor value, also known as finding its fixed point. Please take a second to pause this video, and I want you to try and determine what this attractor value or this fixed point might be. Here is our completed table. Your table should look like this. Notice how I keep writing out my decimals. Please write them out at least into the thousands with just 3 decimal places, because now you'll start to see a pattern as you get further and further out into the recursions. I sure hope you said the attractor value was negative 1.66. Please do not forget the negative sign here. That is very important. A negative 1.66 is much different than a positive 1.66. It is a negative 1.66 because our numbers are getting closer and closer and closer to this negative 1.66. So, this is all that I have to share with you today. Have fun finishing your practice test and your review problems, and I'll see you Thursday. Bye, guys.